Hey there, you're watching Alexa from Alexa Likes. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, just welcome. In today's video, I'm doing an update to my Pan Those Eyeshadows. This is the second update. If you didn't know it already, Alexi is the creator of this project, and basically it is a rolling style project pan where you choose 5 shadows by which means you decide to do so, and keep them in rotation until you reach either a goal or hit pan. In my case so far, I've stuck to hitting pan on an eyeshadow before rolling it out, and I'm just gonna go through what my progress has been for the last month. If you enjoy these types of videos and you like Project Pan, a little bit of lifestyle, pan those eyeshadows, shop my stash, consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The first eyeshadow we're going to talk about is from the Magnif'Eyes Spiced Edition palette from Rimmel, just a regular drugstore palette. And the shade that I have is this nude shade right down here. I've definitely worked quite a dent in this. Now I'm doing my update, I want to say quite a few days early. This is a shorter month, but I wanted to roll these out as quickly as possible because I, spoiler alert, hit pan on 2 eyeshadows, so I want to be rolling the day that I hit pan. But strategically speaking, I'm not necessarily trying to hit pan on this just quite yet because it's such a great sort of neutral transition shade and base shade that like I said, I'm not in a hurry to pan this. So it's this shadow right down here, and I used this a total of 10 times in the month of February as of February 22nd. Next, I have this little Quint from Revlon, which you can see right here. It's called the Metropolitan palette, I believe. I don't know. Anywho, I had this glittery shade down here, and at first I was scared that I wasn't going to hit pan on this, and it might be difficult to see because there's not an actual metal or tin pan in there. It's just the plastic that's encasing the product that you see I've reached the bottom of. So technically I hit pan. I used this as a nail polish 2 times using Rebecca Morgan's tutorial because I was scared that it was going to take forever to get through, but since it was so flaky and there was so much fallout, I had no problem hitting pan on this after a total of 11 uses. So I only used this 5 times in February and hit pan on this on the 12th of February. The next eyeshadow I have to share with you guys is the Burnout shade in the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's the 3rd one right here. And of course I've not hit pan on this. Urban Decay is just so firmly packed. I feel like it's gonna take a really long time to get through this. I only used this about 6 times as of February 22nd, and last month I used it another 6 times as a topper shade when I was working with a pink from my old Wet n Wild palette. So I don't know, I still need to work on it, clearly. The next shade we have to talk about is from this Pixi by Petra palette. It is the Natural Beauty Eye Reflections eyeshadow palette. The shade is the middle one down here, which is called Cocoa Shimmer, and I'm happy to say I started from scratch and hit pan on it. It took 21 uses total, and yeah, we're going to be replacing this bad boy. I'm kind of sad about it though because it was the shade that I was using to define all of my looks and deepen the outer crease, but I mean, I'll replace it with another shade, obviously, because I have to. Alright. The next shade I have is from the Nude Tude Attitude from The Balm. And I got that light shade down in the corner called Sassy. And I was worried about this, but I've been using it pretty often. I don't think there is a lot of shadow in the pan. I'm wearing it as a highlighter today. I'm also wearing it in the inner corner and very sparingly under the brow bone, but not really, not that much. I've used it a total of 10 times since the last update, and I'm filming this on the 22nd of February. Again, I know this is going up a little bit later, but as I said, I wanted to get this out sooner rather than later so I could roll in the new shades right away. So on February 12th, I rolled in a new shade, which ended up being a shadow from this Maybelline Total Temptations palette, and I got the brown down here on the lower corner. I kind of wish I had gotten one of these peachy tones up here because I could have maybe used this one as a blush kind of dealio. I'm not really sure, but I feel like I would have gotten more use out of it. I've already started to use this one down here. I've tried it 7 times so far. Not in love with it, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure you can see this in the B-roll, but one of the things I don't really like about this eyeshadow is that it's actually raised and it's got a ripple embossing on it. I'm a little bit worried that it'll take me a while to get through, so because of that I'm tackling it in between like a lower point, a valley of the ripples, if that makes any sense, and we'll see how that goes. And then when I rolled in again, I got the Urban Decay 15-year anniversary palette, I believe is what it was called. It comes in this really cumbersome packaging that is really stunning at the same time. I got the shade called Chase at the bottom corner. Bottom corners seem to be my deal these days. I don't know. I keep drawing colors that are in the bottom corner or just upper corner of palettes. But anyways, this shade right here is super pigmented. I'm a little bit worried, but not at the same time, because this is going to make an excellent companion palette for all of the other shades that I have in this Pan Those Eyeshadows series, which, as you can tell as of now, are so neutral. So this, I've already started to use Omen and the pink color, what's that called? Junk Show. I've also started to use Tainted in different places, Deep End and Evidence. This color right down here is one that I've used quite a bit in the past, even though it doesn't show. It's called Half Truth, and it's just a color that I gravitate towards in this palette. Woo! Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a couple of the looks that I came up with over the last little while, and I didn't like them as much as the first round because that Wet n Wild pink shade was really giving me like it was giving me life, honestly. So I don't know, we'll see what looks I come up with now, maybe with complementary shades that I go ahead and add in so that I can mix up my looks a bit. I'll also show you guys the side-by-side of the quintets that I've gotten in the past versus what we now have today. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next update. Let me know how your projects are going. Are you doing Pan Those Eyeshadows? Are you doing regular Project Pan? Let's talk in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!